Hi, my name is Justina Marino, and I am currently an education major with an early childhood education endorsement, and this is my screencast assignment. Creighton reference tests are designed to measure students' performance against a set of predetermined criteria or learning standards. An example of this is the Brigance test, which will be further explained later in this presentation. Formative assessment is a range of formal and informal assessment procedures conducted by the teacher during the learning process in order to modify teaching and learning activities to improve student attainment. Examples of this is questioning the students, observations of the students and recording them, learning logs for the students, and having the students create graphic organizers. Summative assessments are used to evaluate students' learning, skill acquisition, and academic achievement at the conclusion of a defined instructional period. This is usually at the end of a semester or year or project. These are usually standardized tests. Why to use multiple means of assessment? I believe this is very important. Not every student learns in the right way because of the multiple intelligence theory. And having the multiple options for our tests can benefit every child. Because of these, how they learn is different. Procedure of the Brigance reading comprehension. As you can see, the Brigance is a test only a professional can give to students. The student is supposed to read silently or aloud to the teacher, and then the teacher will ask the student 5 questions about the reading. The student must at least receive 80% to get the full reading comprehension for that reading grade. These were my results when I gave the Brigance test to a student. She did very well and received a higher grade than anticipated. When she got to the 6th grade reading, she struggled. So I would put her in an early 6th grade reading level because of my results. This information was useful to me because it showed me how hard she worked and how much she improved over this semester working with me and the other college students that had her reading every day aloud. A student that I have been working with agreed to letting me record her doing this lesson. In this 6-minute video, the student is reading the story Money, 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 and in the end, she has to decide what details in each section make up the main idea. And here is the video.
Right. We think finally an idea of this. Probably be better if I read it out loud. Oh, okay. Thousands of years ago, people used to barter in order to get what they didn't have or couldn't make. People living near the ocean had fish, salt, and shells, which they traded with people living near the mountains who had fruits, wood, and furs. People still barter with each other today. If you trade an apple from your lunch for someone else's candy bar, you are bartering. However, these are several problems with bartering, because not everyone has the same wants or needs. You might want some goods or valuable objects from someone, but they might not want the goods that you have, or vice versa. Additionally, many items are heavy, hard to carry, or don't last long. Figuring out how many of one item equals a certain number of another can be difficult. There is also the problem of the value of raw materials versus that of finished goods.
Okay, so if you want to move on to that, so I would put the title of the section here. And then 3 details about that section.
As she continued to write, she wrote the first sentence, the definition of bartering, and the last sentence. So she has a hard time sometimes with finding the main details of a section. Now we can go back to my presentation. Instructing a child with a learning disability. Research says that instructing a child with a learning disability in reading or math is sometimes complicated. Teachers need to know the signs of having a learning disability because it will make it easier for parents and teachers to create an early intervention techniques for this child, and this will later help them. It is very important to see these signs early so the child receives the help that they truly need. What I learned. As the semester comes to an end, I began to look back and reflect on what I learned in this class. The one lesson that I found to be the most important was making relationships with the student. Every student is different and unique in their own person, especially in this class, and they all need to know that they have the one person to trust. And I hope in the future that